Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. All right, so we've got our fence cut and ready to go, and that slides up there. And we want our sliders to go in here, something about like that. And so now what we need to do is come in and put a slot in both of them about like that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go find ourselves a couple of bolts that are going to fit this, and then we'll cut the slot to fit the bolt. Okay, let's cut ourselves a slot here. We're going to bring this down and go to there. All right, there's one. And the second one we're going to bring right up against our alignment pins because, hey, it's so much easier. Oops, let's go the other way. Oops, no we can't. We'll cut that one and be back. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's, you know, still got paint on it and stuff, but it's reasonably smooth. That's all we really need. Now, the other thing I want to do is get these sharp edges. Well, this is one of the best tools that I know of, and fairly inexpensive, is the deburring tool. And, you know, for a long time I thought it was just for circles. But it works really well on straight lines and circles and everything. And we are deburred. Let's do the other one. There we go. It's a done deal. All right, so now these are going to go here, and they're going to get welded to the fence itself, and then everything will slide in and out. How come we have two different lengths here? Maybe the fence is not quite where it should be. looks like one is longer than the other. No? Well, something's off and we can figure that out later. So I think the next thing we want to do is go in and mark our position on the fence. And then clean that up so that it's a good weld. Well, first let's do the second side. What do we got? 1 3/4 inches from the end. And then 2 and a little bit. All right, we'll take that over to the sander and we'll be back. Okay, we're over at the welding table. We've marked 2 inches in, and here comes my wife. So, shutdown time. We're gonna pay attention to the Okay, we're back. It wasn't a big issue, but it was, she needed to put the chicken food somewhere, so we got that all set up. Now, we're back to metal work. All right, so got that squared up. Everybody looks pretty happy. All right, let's see what we can do about welding this. Now this is the place where things always go askew. Looks like it's still in pretty good shape. So we'll catch this side and see what we got. Still good. Okay, it moved a little bit, see it? But I think it's going to be good enough that's not going to bother anybody, because our bolt is a little bit smaller. Alright, so we're going to come in and catch that one little corner there, and that'll be good for that side. Looks good. got close, but we didn't weld. Yeah, look at that. Almost. But that's where I wanted to be. Okay, so now we can turn this around and do it backwards. All right, we got our frame. Okay, we drilled our holes, 27/64, and we're gonna run a tap in. Half-inch 13. And that should give us our bolt. And there we go. All right, now over to the weld. Okay, here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get that 1/4-inch plate to be level with this this little piece right here, and I think I got it level. I shimmed it up a bit. Maybe we just got to push it down a little bit when we weld it. And I'm going to run a bead across here, just really a tack, and then do the other side and then get it all squared up. So okay, let's do some welding. So we're sitting just a little bit high. So what I'm going to do is probably just take, yeah, I can adjust it from back here just by bringing it up a little bit or down. And I think I can get that just while I do a tack. All right, there it is. Nice and even. Okay, let's go over to the other side. Okay, so this side needs to be shimmed up just a little bit. I think something like that. Okay, so come in back here, and we're just gonna tap it in until, that's too much. Didn't need much. There we go. Couldn't be better. Okay, so now we've got to bring it in so that it's level with it. right there. So we got to bring it down as far as we can get it. And then tack it in. Same with this side. And I think we have ourselves a platform. Couldn't be more even. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm seeing evenness all through here. Now, just for fun, let's take this, slide it up. This is where it's going to go. We got one little dingle ball right there. Let's see. Chisel. Well, actually, by the time we get done, we're going to have a bunch of them, but we'll get this one out of here. There we go. Yep. Looks good. All right, so to keep the dingle balls down to a minimum here, we are gonna put our heat blanket in and open it up just a little bit. I'll tell you what, I'll just do one side at a time. There we go. So, I'm going to just stitch weld this in because it doesn't have to go in super strong. So we're going to put like an inch here and an inch there. Can you see that? Probably not. That's probably better. I think that'll be fine. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to give this center just a little bit of support. So I'm going to come in and just weld just a slight bead right there. Just kind of help it out a bit. Lots of spitting and popping there, mainly because we're welding up against paint. So I'm going to put a second bead in right above that. It didn't look like it took real well. That's better. Okay, we got all our bolts tight in the back. We've got this thing adjusted, and what we did was we came in with a plate, and this is the second one, and opened up our, and then brought this in and bottomed it out. We're going to bring it over here, and brought it down, and now I want that line plus the thickness of the metal. So that's just about where we want to be. Now I'm going to have to move you. That should do. And I don't know, can you see this little wire? Yeah, this little wire just hangs out and tells me whenever I touch it, that's 90 degrees. So, a nice low-tech solution. Okay, ready? And this is stainless, so it's much harder. We could have actually went in and had material half this thickness, but we've got this. Oops, hang on. You're still in the way. Take it up till it touches. And we've got ourselves a 90-degree cut or bend. Looks like it might be just a little bit over 90. So maybe we want to bring this down just a little bit more. There we go. Let's do another. And we do all one side and then readjust and do the second side. All right, ready? And I need these little extension arms because it is stainless steel. Okay, ready? Till it touches. That's more like 90. So, that's what we got for our adjustment. And what we have to do is make sure that nothing is moving, and we can't really tell in 3, but by the time I get to 4 or 5 or 6, I'll be able to know. So let's just put it up against 1 here. There's a little bit of movement. All right, well, we'll play with it. But in the meantime, this is Nick Collier checking out.